Are you looking for the best camping tents? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best camping tents on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Marmot Halo 6. Pound for pound, the Marmot Halo 6 is the best camping tent we tested. Looks, check. Durability, check. Space, check. We tossed weather, dogs, kids, and marriage at this tent, and it asked for more. And thanks to the Halo design feature, you may have the biggest tent at camp without looking like you do. The Halo 6 will easily fit 2 twins and a full-blown air mattress, with room for bags, dogs, and more. And thanks to the beefy poles that easily slide through the dome-style slots and some color-coded assembly help, you and your partner will feel like a team putting this thing up. The only real complaint we have with this tent is its price. That, and maybe a little knock for including backpack-style stakes with a 21-pound tent that no one will haul up a trail. You can also expect to put the fly on backward at least once. Yes, there is a front and a back on this tent, even though it looks perfectly symmetrical, and some pockets on the ceiling that act more like shelves. But if you are looking for a rock-solid tent with nearly 100 square feet of floor space and a 32 square foot vestibule fit for proper cooking protected from the elements, the Halo 6 is hard to beat. Number 2. Fanttik Zeta C6 Pro. We have tested a dozen instant tents and none are as intuitive and fast to set up as the Fanttik Zeta C6 Pro. The tent assembles in under 30 seconds, and adding the rainfly takes about the same amount of time. You will likely spend a lot more time deciding where to put the tent than putting it together. When a tent is this easy to set up, you use it more at home for an impromptu playhouse for the kids. It has enough space to cram 6 adults. That said, we used it with a family of 4 and enjoyed the extra room to spread out. If you are not expecting weather, you can leave the rainfly off for maximum ventilation and stargazing. If the weather rolls in, the waterproof bathtub bottom provides adequate protection, and it withstood 20+ mph winds as long as it was staked out and guy-lined properly. The primary drawback is the quality of the components. Nothing broke immediately, but there are a few annoying issues. The zipper easily gets stuck in the side fabric when you open the door. The stuff bag isn't very robust. It will withstand a light rain, but we would not want to be in this tent for days in a downpour. Without a vestibule to store your gear, you need to allocate extra room in the tent for your shoes, bags, and personal items, or plan to store more items in your car or elsewhere. This tent also comes in 4 and 8-person sizes, but we think the 6-person size nails the right balance of space, weight, and value. For an inexpensive tent that sets up quickly, this one is nearly unbeatable. Number 3. The North Face Wawona 6. Are you a camper with a hobby? Then this is the tent for you. The North Face Wawona 6, a long-standing favorite we've tested, is the perfect base camp for mountain bikers, rock climbers, anglers, hunters, or anyone packing lots of gear that needs to be protected. Why? The vestibule is like a 2-bike garage. The main tent packs an additional 85 square feet, creating a remarkable living space. The Wawona has you covered, and all for a very fair price. All this space does make a few things less straightforward. Setting up the rainfly and garage in the moderate wind isn't as intuitive as it could be. The North Face went with a pin and circle locking mechanism that requires some effort to lock, and because of the height and length of this tent, guy lines are essential unless you enjoy watching your tent sail away into the sunset. That said, once it is up, it is massive, comfortable, and withstood some howling winds and rainy nights in Joshua Tree with ease. With some of the best usable space and an excellent price point, the Wawona has been an award winner year after year with good reason. However, if you're willing to splurge, the Zempire Evo TM V2 inflatable air tent is a very impressive shelter. The Snow Peak Alpha Breeze is another tent worth mentioning for its excellent weather resistance. Number 4. Coleman Skydome XL. Boasting nearly 115 square feet of comfy living space, the Coleman Skydome XL is a mammoth of a tent. It is most likely the largest we've ever tested, with the 101.5 square foot Coleman Skydome 6 being the second largest in the lineup. For comparison, we love the spacious design and feel it will hit the spot for families or large groups seeking a larger, reliable shelter that won't break the bank. Specifically, the Skydome can comfortably sleep 8 if every camper is dozing upon smaller sleeping pads or foam. If your group is less than 8, our tests revealed there's enough room for a whopping 3 queen-sized air mattresses. Along with its real estate, we love this tent's tarp flooring. It's easy to clean and can withstand the inherent wear and tear that comes with kids and pets. This tent also features an incredible mesh roof, great vents, storage pockets, an electrical port, and fun string lighting that mounts to the ceiling. There were aspects of the Coleman Skydome XL8 that we didn't like. It's large, bulky, and not that easy to set up. Its size makes it somewhat unstable, so it requires a full arsenal of ground stakes and guy lines to keep it sturdy, especially in the wind. We also think the rainfly is a bit thin, and the overall structure is not as rugged as many of the tents in our lineup. However, for the price, we can't deny this 115 square foot monster's incredible value. If you don't quite need such a large shelter, the Kelty Wireless 6, 87 square feet, is an affordable tent that sleeps 6, and the Gazelle T4 Hub, 61 square feet, is an easy-up model that sleeps 4. Number 5. Gazelle T4 Hub. No assembly required sums up the Gazelle T4 Hub. This tent is so easy to set up that the average camper could bypass reading the instructions and still have it fully operational in under 2 minutes. The T4 Hub is our favorite instant shelter because it's stable, weatherproof, and full of conveniences. The best thing about this shelter is that it's completely self-contained, so that you can say goodbye to bundles of bungee-connected aluminum poles. No more assembling, crisscrossing, bending, or clipping. Instead, to set up the T4, plop it on the ground, pull on each of the 4 sidewall handles until the wall pops into place, and then lock in the rooftop with a push. We love this tent's removable floor, 2 large doors, 8 massive windows, and 7 humongous storage pouches. The 2 main downsides we encountered in our tests are weight and size. The rapid setup and solid stability are made possible by thicker fabrics and an intricate pattern of fiberglass poles. The result is a heavier tent, 31.6 pounds, and a packed length of nearly 6 feet. Bottom line, transportation and storage are not strong suits of the T4 Hub. Additionally, it lacks a vestibule feature, making it difficult to stuff back into its duffel bag. Nevertheless, if you love the unconventional conveniences and the design's simplicity, you won't mind this tent's slight imperfections.